Hello, hello, and welcome to the Rock Metal Podcast. I'm your host, John Harris. This is my lovely little lady, Avila, who's going to be joining us. And today on Rock Metal Podcast, we have BENTHOS, who has a new album called 2, which is released on April 23rd via Eclipse Records. Right now I'm being joined by Alessandro and Enrico to share some more information about what the band has got going on. Boys, welcome to the show.
Hi. Thanks. It's a pleasure.
Absolutely. Now, actually, the funny thing, Alessandro, Alessandro, before you came on, I was asking Enrico if your last name is related to the pasta, tagliatelle.
No, not really. Because tagliatelle, you said, is pronounced tagliatelle, while my surname is Tagliani. There are two separate things, but you are the first one that comes with this idea. It's cool.
Okay.
I could sell it. It's more interesting than my real surname, yeah.
Yeah. Because, I don't know. This is still an interesting question. What does your name mean in English then? Because tagliatelle means, like, cut, right?
They did this joke in elementary school to me, so there is something about it. But it doesn't have a real meaning, I think.
Oh.
It's just an Italian surname. We have a lot of surnames that don't mean anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody in every country does.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's actually it's funny because mine it means like 3 feet. 3 feet.
Yeah.
Body is 3 feet.
Yeah.
So whatever.
I thought
doesn't make any sense with pasta or what. Yeah, but.
Yeah, the 3-footed pasta monster.
Of course.
Yeah. Because when your name came up, Enrico, I thought, this guy's joking. His last name isn't Tripod. But
that's it. You know that movie, was it Scary Movie 4 or 5?
Maybe.
Do you remember? And there was the
giant tripod, yeah.
Yeah, the giant tripod, but it was the tri-iPod with the Apple logo, and that was mine elementary school joke.
All right, we've all got elementary school jokes. I was just picked on for being fat and nerdy with glasses.
Oh,
yeah, it's true. Oh, did you type it up some more? No, it's perfect. Okay, so we've already started talking about pasta, which is, I think, a really good start to the interview.
yeah.
I
just finished some pasta right there. This is my finished pasta.
Whoa! What shape did you have?
In Italy, we call penne. There are the straight ones, short, with some stripes on it.
Mm-hmm. At an angle? Was it cut at an angle or was it cut straight?
Yeah, in an angle.
Yeah.
That's right.
Groovy.
So here is like dinner time. And how about you, John?
It is currently lunchtime. It's 1:45.
Lunchtime.
Yeah, 1:45.
Hey. Oh.
And I actually just had some pizza. Speaking of Italian stuff.
Nice stuff.
Yeah, we made a sourdough focaccia. And then on top of the focaccia, I put a margarita sauce and then some cheese. What did I put? I put Parmigiano Reggiano, I put mozzarella, and I put... there's a cheese here in Canada called Friulano. Oh, thanks, dude. You want to grab her?
Yes.
And then the most beautiful woman in the world, my wife.
Hi.
Hello.
And off she goes into the night. And then, so Friulano, which I'm told is actually just a Canadian cheese, but it tastes a lot like provolone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have cheese that's called Friulano here, so...
Provolone, yes, lot.
Yeah, lots of provolone. So one of my favorite cheeses in the whole wide world. And it was good. It was delicious. It was BENTHOS delicious. You know?
That's a new way to say that. It's perfect.
Bentolicious.
Bentolicious, of course. How do you say of course in Italian? In Spanish, it's claro.
Ovviamente.
Okay.
I mean, there are thousands of ways to say that. So, certo.
You can also say scontato, certo. Yeah.
Ovviamente, per forza.
Wow.
All these whatever.
All of these whatevers. Speaking of whatevers, I've noted here a debut album you guys are coming out with on Eclipse Records, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
So if it's the debut album, why is it called number 2? I'm so confused.
Alessandro.
The number is a little confusing because it's the first album, so some people are confused about it, but it's actually about dualism. The main concept of the songs is dualism in different forms, that it can come from simple stuff like good and evil, some more complex stuff like finite and infinite. And in every song, we tried to explore everything about this dichotomy. It's not properly a concept album, but there is this line that connects all the songs together.
Okay. Now, something I should have done beforehand, boys, is bring up the information on the album. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fly solo. I'm going to wing it. I'm going to take the autopilot off, and I'm going to actually fly this plane. This is going to take all of my brain power.
Oh, man.
Oh, who's this lovely lady?
Wait a second. It's my mom.
I love your mom. She's like butter. Tell your mom I say hi. Did she make the penne?
What? No. I made myself because she arrives late this day, so I can't dinner with her.
Oh.
It's sad, but
Yeah, it is sad. Super sad. So sad.
yeah.
No more sadness here on the Rock Metal Podcast. Okay. What kind of sauce did you have on your penne? It looked red. Was it?
No, it actually was green. It's a pesto. Do you know pesto?
I know pesto. Like, I don't know him personally, but I know pesto.
It's
Pesto Tagliani is the brother of.
Here I am.
Sorry.
Here I am.
Mm-hmm.
And it's from how can you say basilico in
Basil.
English?
Basil.
Is it basil?
Basil. Yeah.
Basil, peanuts, and Parmigiano Reggiano oil, and you mix it together, and it does this wonderful sauce, which comes from Liguria, Genova, which is it's a region of Italy.
Mm-hmm. Wow. I'm just captivated. Just the way you said all of that was fantastic.
Because I like to cook and eat as well, of course.
Pesto.
So I try to know all this stuff.
Yeah. I mean, pesto is one of my favorite sauces in the whole wide world because it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just good.
Yeah. Did you make the pesto yourself or did you get it out of
No.
Okay.
I'm not this good. It was prepared, yeah.
Okay.
It's not a difficult preparation, but I can do it.
You know, you say that, but as I've noticed with a lot, like speaking of pizza, there's only a few ingredients, but you got to get it right, baby.
Yeah. We have.
I mean, pizza is like the most difficult one to do, but also because it's the most famous, as you say, street food in the world. So it's basically everyone knows how it tastes and how it should be done. So basically, everyone tries it, but it's
we have a lot of. We have a lot of simple stuff, but you have to get it right. That's why we cringe sometimes tasting our food in other countries, because there are how can I say small steps, and they are very little. But if you can't do them, the plate is awful. So
I agree. Now, speaking of, I don't know if I want to call it simple things done right. I don't know that your music is necessarily simple or overly complex, but it's done right, baby. And
thank you.
You're welcome. That's what we're here to. That's what we're here to talk about. Your mom, is she proud of you? Is she proud that you're signed to Eclipse Records in a band?
Yeah, she can't listen to our song, but that's fine. She can listen to metal, so. But she's proud.
Good. Now, that brings me into Eclipse Records. How did they get into the picture? Can you take us through that experience?
Well, we were finishing the album, so basically we had everything to send to give a rundown of all those record company. So Eclipse Records answer back, and we liked the answer. So basically we started working with them, and now we are here. And it's actually, to me, it's going pretty good, because it's actually our first time doing something like this with a record company which is not from Europe or even in Italy. It's far, so it takes a bit of effort to do some things, but it's to me it's working, and I'm actually very happy with this Eclipse Records deal that we did, and it's reassuring because we are, as you said, the debut album, so it's difficult to have some, even especially in this period with the COVID stuff and everything that is going on, it's difficult to have some good thoughts on what you're doing and everything. But it's this deal with America, USA. It's good. Yeah.
The mighty US&As.
Yes.
I don't know why I busted out into a Borat voice for that one, but with warlord George Bush.
You're the same.
Very
nice.
Yeah,
the same voice. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's perfect. So funny.
Mighty USA. Okay. Cool. So, I mean, I guess that brings up a really interesting question. Is that still kind of like a thing for you guys? Like, you can walk around and be like, you're on a record label out of Italy, like, whatever. We are on a record label out of America. Like, is that still... I think of, like, 1990, like, people escaping communism, like, America! Like, I don't... Maybe it's because I'm their neighbor and I'm tired of their shit. I'm just like, screw it. But I'm just curious. Seriously, though. Is that, like, a thing?
For us, no. We really no, not for that reason, but we really value the music. So we saw some of our friends' bands go independent.
Yeah.
So they basically publish. Yeah, thank you. The music independently, and they pay someone to do promotion online and the stuff.
Yep.
And it also goes well. So I think that it's important to have a plan, but it's not necessary to have a big label or a label in general. I think that is the music that does the most. So the reason why is it going well is because Eclipse is really helping us, but they also have some material to work with. So I think that this mix is 50-50. Mm-hmm. So you cannot have a nice label but have nice music and do just fine. So we
nice label. Nice label.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Eclipse definitely is, and they've got a history, and they've been around the block, and they can help, especially a band your size, I think.
Yeah. From zero to where we are today. We actually just reached 1K followers on Spotify. That's it's not a lot, but for us it's very meaningful. Mm-hmm. For me, it's my first album, so this is all new, and every little number matters to me. Every little comment, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm really proud.
Yeah. No, this is the exciting time where you're like, man, we got 1,000 followers on Spotify. Like, this is the exciting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because 5 years from now, when you've got maid service making you pesto and penne, and you're not making it yourself anymore.
We hope.
Yeah.
Yup.
And you're looking at a trillion views on your YouTube video, and you're like, ugh, it's not enough. And then you throw your phone into the ocean, and you talk to Javier, your guacamole chef, on the yacht that you're on. It's just, these are the exciting times right now. Yeah. Groovy. Now, something that you mentioned there was you sent the stuff, and Eclipse wrote you back. I know there's some bands out there who are like, oh man, what did you send that made them listen to you? And I think it's just good music. But take us through that. Take us through that process. Was the album already done? Was it mixed? Was it mastered? Did you guys send some demos of what you were working on?
Okay. We waited
everything.
for the final master.
Yeah, we had like the EPK that Alessandro did, because he's the tech guy. And it was full of video clips and photos and videos and the album, of course, that was already mastered and mixed and mastered. Mm-hmm. And so basically, what else? I don't know.
Yeah, that's it.
That stuff. I think that one of the very important things is like the video clips of the singles and all the photos that you do for all the media
press
stuff. Yeah, that was all the stuff.
What goes into a good EPK, Alessandro?
So I'm not an expert because I actually do backend stuff, not front-end stuff, but I thought I could do it, so I did it. And I think that the most important stuff is that it's a website and not email or a document. I think that some interaction helps. And you have to value what the person sees the first time they open the site, and which song they're gonna to listen to first. So what I did, it was a carousel with the 2 videos, and then the album stream, it was not ordered with the real album tracks, but it was for us in order of importance. So we placed our favorite song first, then the second song, etc., etc. So we can present better with the hot stuff.
This sounds smart. Cool. Now, oddly enough, somewhere between my daughter chewing the microphone and typing notes and us talking about different kinds of pastas, I think we somehow ate up 20 minutes already. Can you believe that, boys? But I know. Isn't that crazy? So I'm obviously going to have to tell my next call to stick it, because I'm talking to Benthos right now. But my next big honkin' question is essentially going to be, what's the gist that you want people to know right now? Someone's going to walk away from this interview. What do you want them to know?
Enrico go first, then I do second.
That our album is going everywhere on April 23rd, and it's a beautiful album, and it's very hard to listen to, but even really easy, because there are a lot of beautiful songs, but a lot of very strange and very silly stuff, which makes your face do like, what? So something like that. And just I hope everything is enjoyable as basically as we thought. And
yeah, I think that the soul of our band is that we can mix beautiful songs and easy to listen to grasp with experimental stuff. I think that's where we all meet, and you can find a lot of influences from other genres, some bangers, some more experimental and difficult to listen stuff like Enrico mentioned, and some technical stuff, I will say, from each musician, from the voice to our bassist. He plays a fretless 6-string bass, made handmade, you can say, handmade, and the two guitarists, Enrico can speak for himself, but they're really, really, really good at composing and at actually playing.
I'm not the best one, anyways.
No.
All right.
So we actually split into the I can say riffing section with the other guitarist Gabriele, while Enrico is more about soundscapes and atmosphere.
Oh.
Right?
Oh,
Right.
sounds.
Also, whatever. Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
No, that's it. I was passing the ball to Enrico.
Oh, Mateo, is it? I'm going to say Magni because I'm English, but
Yeah.
Okay. Why him? How come he produced it? What's going on there?
Because he was the same guy that recorded first the drums, and we were thinking about doing the mixing and the mastering and all the post-producing stuff. Actually, in the Americas, as you say, and but he was very cool with our music, and he liked it a lot. So he basically gave us the chance to do some mixes, and we liked it. So he's not actually on the metal scene so much, but we liked the connection that we had. Yes. Also, we were discussing a lot of stuff during the drum recording session, and it was. He's a good guy and very available, and so Mateo was the easiest choice because he was the first guy that we met basically. But it's I think it was pretty good actually.
Yeah, the right choice. It was very passionate about our album. That's what it mattered to be. He wanted to follow us in the production of the album, and that was cool. Also, the fact that he doesn't produce only metal, I think it helped because the album has a nice sound that you can't say, oh, this album is a metal production. I think that he was really good on the atmosphere and made all the instruments sound really natural. I love how the drums are tracked, so it was a cool choice for me.
Mm-hmm. I think is the most important stuff is that it was actually open to work with us, because we had a lot of ideas about the production and the mixing and the mastering and everything, especially me, because as Ale said, I'm the landscapes and sound guy, basically. And so I had a lot of ideas, and it was really, really open to work and to merge the ideas on the production and mixing. So I think that's not a case that you see every day for this kind of music also, because it's very difficult music to produce and to record and to play and whatever. You listen to, so you have the proof there. So, but it was a good connection, as I said. So that was okay.
I have an idea for a music video for you guys.
Yeah.
You would take Alessandro's hair and you'd put it on Enrico, and then you take Enrico's hair and put it on Alessandro, and then see if anybody notices.
Yeah. I think that no, we can be smart about that. No one will notice.
Actually, you know what? I'm not the only bald guy in the group, so
bald.
We can do a more difficult. Alessandro's hair on my head, and the singer is bald as well.
Okay.
So The bassist has long hairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Curly.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Groovy. Yeah, the rhythmic section is
80s metal
with curly hairs, and the others are bald.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Almost bald, yeah.
Okay, so boys, we chatted about penne pasta with basil pesto. We chatted about signing to Eclipse Records. We chatted about what goes into a good EPK. We chatted about how to say America. We chatted about the album 2, which is actually album number 1, and how deliberately confusing that was, but you got me. And then a couple of music videos that are currently available are Cartesio and Debris / Essence. And so for those who are watching on YouTube, that'll be in the links section below. You can check out these music videos. If you're on our home site, rockmetalpodcast.ca, same thing. It'll be in the show notes. And people listen on Spotify. I think you should be able to click the link and, go there. It should be in the show notes no matter where you're listening or watching. So, boys, is there anything that we missed as we wrap this guy up? My next call hasn't called yet, so I'm taking complete advantage right now.
That's good.
I think we said all. Enrico?
Okay. I'm happy with everything we said. We are glad to
be here.
So thanks a lot.
Very cool.
Beautiful. All right, boys. Well, thank you so much for coming on to the Rock Metal Podcast today.
Thank you.
Thank you.